Hello everybody, welcome. I'm trying to get a couple things done here. I'm Christy at My Artful Adventures, and I am in an event today that is streaming. It's hosted by the Messy Craft Corner, and it's going to stream over into Junk Journaling Jamboree and also into Craft Around the Clock. So we're so glad that you are here today, and we just start just a couple minutes early so that we can, oh my nose itches out here, so that we can get everything lined up and make sure that we get shared into the groups and everything where we are supposed to be. And so when you pop in, let me know that you are here. Let me see. Oh, for some reason I can't even see my comments. Hang on one second, you guys. Oh my goodness. Let me make sure that I've got them set up so I can see them. There we go. Okay. Woohoo! I'm good to go. Except now I've got stuff in the way here. Okay. Oh, how have you all been? Hey, April, how are you doing? I hope you all have been enjoying yourselves lately. And I know some of us have had some awfully cold weather. And it sounds like we're about to get some more cold weather here in Texas again in the next few days. Who knows? We may not. Well, it might cool down. I think they're actually thinking it might snow again. We did have a little bit of snow, but it is winter, right? What can you expect when it's winter? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share myself into a couple of places here and hope we get some other eyes on us. And that's always fun when we've got more friends sharing, coming and spending time with us, right? I'm good, April. Thanks for asking. How about you today? Let me see. One more place. Why is it sometimes it's so hard to find the groups that we are looking for? Let me try and type it out here. Oh, I see what's going on. Whoops. Oh my goodness, hang on. I don't know what I've done. I think it's trying to. Oh. You guys had to quit talking. It was like it was typing in what I was saying. I don't know what I hit. So I put it away. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I do not. Will I be using glitter? Well, I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we could. We could add a little bit of something glittery, right? Hey, Deborah, how are you? Estella? Hey, everybody. Yeah, so come on in and we won't waste any time because we have 45 minutes to get going. And like I said, we're in this group today is Paper Pals, and so in our Paper Pals event, everybody has they've been tasked with using a particular item, and then throughout the day you kind of try to guess what that item is that is in common that everybody has been using throughout the day. And we're not going to tell you until the end. And so our last presenter, Sonia, will let you know at the end of the day. So be sure and watch. And you might, as you watch people, you might even change your mind, right? Hi, Molly, Janet, Debbie, Carrie, Paulette, Becky. I think, Deborah, did I say hi already? Hey, Jimmy Lou, thank you. Cheryl and Susan. Everybody, the gang's coming in, you guys. But we're not gonna wait for all that. But anyway, it's hosted by the Messy Craft Corner. Thank you, Jimmy Lou, for having me. And we are streaming into Junk Journaling Jamboree and the Craft Round the Clock group. So lots of fun. We always have lots of fun in there. Hi, Maritza. So I'm going to change it down to the desk view. Okay. I might need to go out a tiny bit here. Let me move my camera a tiny bit so we can see better. Sometimes it doesn't seem to matter when oh, that's really weird. Sometimes it doesn't seem to matter if I've lined everything up. As soon as I go live, it seems like it's all messed up. Okay. Now I've got a couple of double-sided 12 by 12 papers, okay? When you cut this zip strip off, you can save this and use it for any of the decorating that you want to. But I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that off right now. Hey Cynthia, how are you? Okay, so we're just going to line that up and cut that off. Move that one out. That's a scoring blade. This particular paper trimmer has a cutting blade and a scoring blade right there, so that makes it kind of handy. And it's pretty easy to line this up. That little line is pretty easy to follow in the little track. I'm going to keep these in case I do decide to use them today. Okay, I have made this to where the size will be useful if you want to use printable paper and use a regular letter size piece of paper, 11.5. Not that. That's not a regular size piece of paper. 8.5 by 11. And so if you use an 8.5 by 11, then you're just going to use, you know what? Let's do this. Let's just cut our paper and then I'll show you. It'll make more sense. I should have done that already. Okay. And you want your papers to coordinate because you're going to be able to see both sides in our project. We're going to make some little heart pockets, you guys. Okay, so this would be the size of a regular, and it's little colored dots. So it's floral on one side, so, you know, both sides coordinate. So you want to make sure that both your sides coordinate. Not all double-sided paper coordinates very well. So you would also, if you wanted to print your paper, you would want to make sure that you have like an up and down going this way. And if you were going to print it, you would print it, if you were going to print it double-sided and you had one that was directional, you would have the top here on one side and you would want the top down here on the other side because of the way we're going to fold it, okay? So all we would do is cut this in half. So half of 11 is 5.5. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm going to cut this other piece. We're going to do the same thing. So we need it 8.5 inches tall. Get it in there. And then save your scraps. You never know what you might want to do with them. That's a nice size little scrap there. This one is only going to be an inch on one side. But, you know, when you've got something that you can make from a regular, you know, size piece of paper, letter, you know, printer paper, you know, then that makes it always so easy to just go ahead and print, right? You can just print something out and use it. Now, even though I'm going to make hearts out of these pockets, you don't have to have everything that's red and white for hearts, right? So what I'm going to do though, I'm going to fold it this way. We're going to fold it lengthwise, the long ways. We're going to fold it in half, okay? So just fold it. You can use a, I could have scored it. Why didn't I score it? Who knows? Who knows why I didn't score it? Let's score the other ones and make sure they're more straight. I don't know why I didn't do that. So if you're going to score it, half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. So make sure you've got it lined up. And that's kind of what's nice about having like the grid marks on here, then you can see. So there we go. Got that one. We'll go ahead and do these two pieces as well. So 2 3/4 is our mark, and I'm just going to make sure they're lined up over here on the side. Sometimes you feel like it is, and then when you actually look down the grid marks, it's not, right? Hi, Susan. Susan is going to be up after me. And her page is Subi Designs, but you can just follow right along. She will be shared right into the groups. Hey Sonia, how are you? Venus, welcome. I gotta get out I put my mouse away and now I can't see what's going on. I have to scroll back over here, you guys. Tracy's here. Okay, Venus and Susan. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Okay, so now we're gonna fold all of these in half. And it doesn't matter right now. You can change your mind which way that you want them folded. Now that is not half, you guys. I'm not happy with that. Wow. I did better folding it myself. Okay, if that happens, see this sticking out at the bottom? If that happens, you can fix that. Just take your paper and pull it along here. You straighten it up yourself. And now you can just take your bone folder and redo that crease. And now that is much better. That one's good. This one might need a little tweaking. The closer that you can get it all to lining up, the happier you're going to be with your project. So let's put that down there and I'm just going to squeeze it hard there. Hold it tight. And then just re-burnish that. We didn't try this one yet. How did it turn out? That's the same thing. Well, I'm not very happy with that. That's bothersome. I don't know why that's off that much, but like I said, you might as well just do it by hand, right? Just do it yourself. Just hold it tight. That's hard sometimes to grab it and hold it tight though, like that, after you've already scored it and folded it. Okay, phew. So I know I want these all different. So let's do this. Now, because this all came from the same paper pack, they all coordinate really great. Now, I'm going to take something. If you had something to use for, I'm going to use something for a guide for a curve up here, you guys. And so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to hold it to where, well, you can't see it there. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it up to the edge. Don't make it go past the edge because you want it rounded. So just kind of center that. I might pull it down a little bit. It might be easier to trace my line here. And just take a little pencil or pen and just cut that. And I'm going to just cut this curve. I'm going to cut the line off. Now, when we get done with this, if we don't like our little curved heart shape, we can adjust it. Let's see how we like that. Well, that's okay. I think I would rather have it a little deeper looking. So I'm just gonna go a little bit deeper into here and then just leave my top curve and do the same over here. You guys, you can just guesstimate, right? Just, you don't have to do all of it. Now, when I get one I like, I'm gonna use it and use it to trace my others. I like that better. Okay. So now we can move on. Moving on. Oh, you're going out to eat for whose birthday? Going out to eat for his birthday. Who? Oh, Sonia. Okay. Fun. That's fun. Is it William's birthday, Sonia? Well, whoever's birthday it is, tell them happy birthday. My granddaughter's birthday was the other day, and she was so sick she had to miss school. That kid is hardly ever sick. She always has a miraculous recovery, though. When she's sick, she has less sick time than anybody I've ever known. And I just always think, boy, that must be great. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use this and just trace around. See, I'm making you stay with me here. I'm not showing you all the tricky part yet. You're gonna have to stay. I didn't really think about that on purpose, but it's a good idea. So now you've got to find out what the, as we go along, you're going to have to decide what you think the secret item is for today. I didn't get to see, I was finishing grabbing stuff when Cynthia was on. What did you guys dream up that maybe the secret item is? Tell me what some of your guesses were. Hey Betty, how are you? I want to know what you thought some of the secret item is already. You guys always start from the very first person. A lot of times I've been the first person, so it's always harder to guess when there's only one person that has done their project, right? Okay. Alrighty, let's cut these off. Oh, his 25th birthday. Oh, fun. Glitter. Oh, you guys decided it was glitter. Okay. So now we're just going to cut these off to make our little heart shape while we open it up. Check this out. And like I said, just because we're doing hearts doesn't mean they all have to be red and white. Let's add some fun. Let's make some fun. We got to make our own fun sometimes, right? I tell you, last year was a crazy year with the stuff we had happen around my house, and I was hoping this year wasn't going to continue, but it seems like it already has. Oh my word. We're all safe and well though. Just things around the house. Okay, there we go. So we got that cut off there. Now watch this, you guys. This is so fun. Oh, okay, I got a couple of little clippies out. I got to pay attention to what time it is. All right, so now we're going to take this. I'll show you with this one because it seems like solid colors are easier to see. Those lines. Oh, whew. Okay. Now you're going to take the bottom and you're going to fold it up like this, and you're going to put it right up here to the bottom of your little heart line there, the little indent right there. Then you're going to fold it down, so make sure your center score mark is right there in the middle, and just fold that. And now you're going to use that center score mark here. You can't see that. Let me see if I do it this way, if you can see better. Okay, so here's the score mark. Let me pull us in a little bit farther. You gotta see if I use foam tape. So we're gonna pull this up and just run it along the center line like this, and then just fold it. Give it a nice crease. And then do the same with the other side. Just grab it here, pull it in, and just crease it. Now don't worry that these two papers, like you've got the one behind sticking out. Don't worry about that. We're going to cover that up. We're going to fold this over, and I'm going to leave about, using the measurement that I gave you using half sheet of paper. Don't worry about this, and you don't want to fold it all the way over. You could, but it's going to make your pocket much smaller, okay? So if you want to, you can pull it all the way over. I'm not going to. I'm only going to do mine about a 1/4 inch from the top. So I'm just going to pull it down. And it's probably easier if you kind of match that center crease with your center crease here, and then just, fold it from the centers. That's kind of a good way. And now you can, we're going to put this over here and put this here and glue those tabs down. But before we do that, I want to have this a little bit loose still, and I'm going to put a little bit of lace in there. Let's put a little bit of lace. So, oh, I am in luck. I left my sewing kit here. Let me grab some decent scissors for this lace. That was lucky. I won't even have to search for scissors that I know are going to cut. So I'm just going to cut off, I'm just going to cut it right here pretty even with that. Look how nice a good, you keep your scissors, you keep your fabric scissors for fabric. Look how great they look. Hey Jet, how are you? Look at this. Okay, now I need, oh, I did not think about this right, you guys. I maybe better put it on this outside. I better put it on the outside. Because if I see, this is what happens. I was thinking I was gonna glue it right in here, but I don't have like any parchment paper or anything handy to keep that from sticking right now. Shoot. And I don't have one of my silicone mats. I guess I'm just gonna put it on the outside, and that's okay. It'll be cute. So I'm just gonna cut, I think I'll cut right down at the bottom of that little decoration there. Usually in lace, you've got something that you can use for a guide. Okay, let's do that. Let's put that on there. We can stick up, and I'll use some Fabri-Tac on that. So I'm just going to put a little bit on, and then I can put, you know what, before we do that, let's do this part. We're going to fold this little tab. See how these stick out here? We're going to fold them around, and then I'm just going to use a little clippy thing. But this is what I want you to do. Put your glue right in there so that as it turns, it is touching this fold. Okay, so make sure you've got it there too, because that way it will help secure it, because that is not a very big it's not a very big tab at all. And I'm just going to clip it there, and it'll stick in a second. But if you just kind of put your glue down there in there a little bit better. Oh, you've liked my page, thank you. If you're talking to me, sometimes everybody gets to talking to themselves. And I love it when you talk amongst yourselves. Boy, I got a lot of glue there, people. What in the world? Okay, that's okay. It doesn't take much of that glue. I use that reptile glue, and it doesn't take a lot, and it sticks real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, and then I stood my Fabri-Tac up. Oh, what do you guys got going on today? That lace is pretty, isn't it? I think I have a white and a cream color of that same lace. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit on here, and I don't care if it goes down a little bit, because we'll put on another little trim over the top of it. Oh, that's not my piece. Oh my goodness, I need help. There. Oh, I can even center it. And I'll tap it on there. And those things are already stuck down. Oh, look at that. Now it's a little bit straight on that side, so that doesn't matter. I'm not sure if I got any glue sticking out there, and I'm not using my fabric scissors on that. Okay, now, look, isn't that cute? So now we've got that, and let's put a little bit of let's use a little bit of this trim on here. Oh, wait. Is that silver or blue? I think it's silver, you guys. But now it looks a little bit blue, but it's okay. That is going to work, whether it's silver or blue. Now, what you have to do on these, it has a backing on it. So this is kind of contained glitter. Who was asking if I was going to put glitter on? Oh, it's 8:20 on Sunday there. Where are you? Are you in Australia, Tanya? April says she's going to be watching the Buffalo Bandits game. I think we may go after a while to a kids' basketball game. Okay. Sometimes these are hard to get going. There we go. So we got that there. And now it's got... You know, I'm going to use some more of this glue. We already have... It's already sticky, but I'm just going to put a little glue on there to help it. And then we'll just stick it along here. So we'll just kind of glam it up a little bit. And I'm going to press it down good so it can grab with its own adhesive and that glue. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to decide where to trim, because look at that, it has a couple of angles. This one too had a little bit of lace sticking off the edge. Okay. Look at that, you guys. And now then, look how that is. And now you've got your pocket. Isn't that cute? So let's do another one. Let's see how some of the rest of these look. We should be able to scurry through these. Get them done pretty quick, right? So fold that up to your little divot in the heart. Fold this up here in the center. It's just easier. You don't have to turn it around. I just find that easier. And you guys, it doesn't even matter when you fold these, even if they are not exactly straight across from each other, it doesn't matter. And so again, I would leave about 1/4 inch and fold it down. Fold from the centers, flip it over. You guys, aren't these fast? I mean, really, you could really put these out. They would be great for a party, you know, for little party favors to make. Think how cute that would be. You could put it in a journal. Gotta adjust my glue amount there. Let's go ahead and clip these down. Let's make the other ones real quick so we can get them all. 45, I'm trying to see. So this one. So see, when you have double-sided paper, look how great and how easy it is to coordinate. But just because something is double-sided, not all double-sided papers coordinate real great together on one side to the other. Why, I don't know. Hey, Cynthia, how are you? Hi, Rose. Thank you. And then again, just from the bottom center of the score line, fold it up, give it a crease. This one got a little off here, but I think, you know, we're going to fold it over, so it'll be okay. Don't fret if some things don't line up perfectly. This is fairly forgiving. Okay, see right here, see, it's not like quite all the way over that way, so it's sticking out a little bit. But as soon as I turn this down, it's not so bad. Now, when you leave about 1/4 inch right here and fold it down, that means that you've got about 1/4 inch right here holding this together. So, you know, and that seems to work just fine. If you want, and I think if you were to fold it all the way down, I don't think I would like the way that it would look. And if you want to do that and put it down that far, that's perfectly fine. Nobody said that you have to just leave it at that. But it is just enough to keep it folded over and keep it in place. And again, I glue back in here a little bit to keep that, tighter for the part. I don't know, I'm really overdoing it with glue today on here. Probably because it's such a tiny little spot, right? It's just teeny tiny. Okay, I'm gonna get this one. I know some of us anymore aren't really doing a lot of things with school, and if we do anything with school, it's more likely grandkids or great grandkids for some of us, like for the school parties. How many of you had to come up with all kinds of things in the past to do for school parties? Okay, so we've got this one was the red, so this time we need the blue one facing up. Okay. And and most of this you can just do with your fingers, so that's another real plus with this project. Most of the scoring can just be fingers. Hey Lindy, how are you doing? Hey Becky. Got all the fun people popping in to spend some time with us today. And again, leave about 1/4 inch. And if you fold it from the middle, it makes it easier to just pull it across. I'm going to try to go more light-handed on the glue this time. We'll see, right? We'll see. I love how quick that stuff glues. Nope, it's still peeking out there. That's okay. It dries clear, so it doesn't really matter. And this one is just a teeny tiny bit. You can tell because one little flip-flap tab over here on each side. Each one of those has had one that was shorter than the other one, right? And so obviously there's something that's probably not exactly centered, but it's okay. They look fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. And when we still have a little more time to decorate, let's do something with this one. We still have a little bit of the lace from the other one. We could put this on here. That's kind of cute. I don't know, it doesn't show up as much. I bet it'll show up better. Oh, it'll show up much better on this one, you guys. But it's gonna be too much. You need to cut some off. Forget that. Get out the good ones, people. Oh my god, they just like slice through like butter. Like butter. Okay. We'll put a little bit of our Fabri-Tac on. Hey Jacqueline, how are you? Oh, you'll have to go back. I'm sorry you missed the beginning. That's the one thing nice though. They're always recorded. So that makes it nice. So wherever you are, and all of these things, if you guys are in Craft Around the Clock or the Junk Journaling Jamboree, either one of those places, you can go back in and they'll be easy to find all of them. So just put this down here. Actually, I think I'll put it along the top edge of that instead of sticking out over it. I'm just going to do that. And Actually, you know, this is blue. This is blue. And I thought I had some silver. But the blue is okay. I don't know what I did with the silver one. I don't know. Not sure if I'm wild about that. Oh, why not, right? We might as well. Actually, well, now I wish I would have just left that longer. But I didn't. Oh, let's just put a little bit of bling, right? Why not? Oh, this was the other one. That is silver. Well, do I want to use blue? The blue would look pretty if we put some on there. Let me put silver on this one. They'll match the other heart. Sort of. It will coordinate, right? So let's just pull this off. Could add a button or charm. Yeah. Could do all kinds of things. Now, I think you would want to be careful. You still want to make sure that your pocket will, that little, it's almost like we've made a little seam down the front, or a little, I don't even know what you would call it. I can't think right now. You know what? Let me see if we can't get this thing off of here. That is a bad little pick tool. It's got something kind of, it's not really sharp on the end of it. That's weird. Some days these come, some days I have no problem with these, and then other days oh my goodness. For craft and your safety, right? Oh my goodness. What in the world? Why, oh why? I'm gonna get it. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, got it. I'm just gonna put it on here. I'm not gonna do any glue because I need to do some other stuff here, you guys. And yes, the right tools are important, and they make all the difference in the world. No matter what you're doing. I mean, whether you are doing things around the house. My mom, after my dad was in care and we had to have some people come to the house to do something, and she was just adamant. She did not want people coming because it was going to take them so long and it was going to cost so much money. And I told her, I go, Mom, when you have people that know what they're doing and they have the right tools, they're going to come and they're going to be able to do it. It's not like Dad making 500 trips to Home Depot. So I said, you know, we're doing it. I don't, you know, I'm sorry that's the way you feel, but we don't have time to continue to do this over and over and never get anything accomplished. Ooh, I wonder how some, let me see if these two gold ones are the same. Maybe, I don't know. Let's try this. And I've got a, I see a little button over here, or I did. Where did I see that? I don't know. I don't know why I got on these. The small sticky mats work great. Is it lace? There's a good guess, April. Here. Put this here. I have to hurry. Put this down. And I don't know, you could put it in the center, you could put it down at the bottom. I guess this one I'll kind of leave some of that other so we can see it on the above and below. I like this though. I love this stuff because you get the bling without the mess. You gotta love some bling, right? Okay, so there we've got 3 of them. Ooh, You know what? Let's use a tiny bit of this. Oh, I love this. This is another one of my favorites. Let's cut it right here and glue it on. Good grief. It's so thick. Some of these laces that are more of like a crocheted lace. Some people are going lace. Some say glitter. Mary says scissors. I like that. That's a good one. I'm just going to use some of this and put it along the bottom. So it'll be through those hearts. Look at this one. Let's put this little cute button here. All right. Oh, I didn't put any string. I know some of you don't like naked buttons. We got a naked button. We got a naked button on the loose. Actually, it's adhered. It's not on the loose. Okay, so I'm going to wait for a second before I trim this off to the side. So now we are going to put some eyelets. We can make this, we can use this for like a little flip book. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put some eyelets here, and I'm going to use this, I'm going to use the flat part here where it's just flat. And I'm going to put them in here. And I'm going to just use the top one. I should have just done all of them. That's the one thing that's great about a crocodile, you guys, is because it can go through chipboard and layers of paper. I've used it on leather. I mean, if you don't have one and you wonder whether it's worth it, I would say definitely worth it. So I'm going to try and get that right there. And now let's do some little eyelets. I've got blue ones. I got blue ones and I've got yellow ones. Let's just use blue on all of them. Actually, let's use a couple of yellows. These with the floral print, let's use yellow. And then we can use the blue ones on the other. So we're going to pop one of these in here. And then I think the setting for an 1/8 of an inch eyelet is C3 on your crocodile. And so the little part, see where it sticks down right there? That's the part that goes in from the top. And you just squeeze it in. Nope. You squeeze it. What did I do? Oh. There we go. I don't think I ever had that happen. I don't think I ever squeezed down and didn't squeeze. Oh, that's the only kind of glitter that comes in your house, right? How many people are going live for this? Oh my goodness, I didn't count us up. Does anybody know right offhand? I don't even know. We go on into the evening. I know that. I should have put this in a little bit farther. These are too close to edge. And I did that when I did that when I lined them up. They should have been, look at that. They're barely in there. That's okay. It's gonna be fine. Right? I don't think I'm gonna get penalized. So now, okay, what kind of, you squeezed your finger once. Oh, Jimmy Lou. I'm surprised I haven't done that. We do all kinds of fun. Oh, 11. Jimmy Lou says that we've got 11 today. Oops. Did we get a couple of more? had a couple of people added. Oh man, I really squeezed that one. Okay, and now all we have to do, yeah, next up is Sue B Designs. So now, let's see, I think I had something that needed trimmed off still. This one. Let's trim it even on. Oh, and you guys, when you've got something like this and you don't want it to start unraveling, when you've got, you know, some kind of lace like that, oh, well, that was handy. All you have to do is take a tiny bit of glue. I like to use my liquid glue and just kind of dab it along here. It's going to dry clear, and then you don't have to worry about that. And if it looks too thick, just kind of dab it like this. You could even just put it on your finger and dab it on. But this way, it won't, they used to have something, I don't even know if they still make it anymore. It used to be called Fray Check. You could get it at the fabric store. What can't we get online anymore though, right? Okay. Oh, what happened to my button? Get over there. Got out of place. I might, you know what? I might take that button off and run something cute through it. Some cute little ribbon or something. Oh, ribbon. We could put, oh, wouldn't that have been cute to put like some bows on them? Now I don't have time. Oh, and I didn't even think about this. We could have used some of these on here instead. We already had this stuff, and we could have put some of this on here for the papers, you know. So that's always an option when you've got zip strips that have matched something that have come on there. That's always a good. You use Fray Check, yeah. To me, Molly, it's just another bottle of stuff I got to have around. So usually I just use some glue and leave it, call it a day, right? So you can put these little guys together here. In the world, what has happened? Okay, well, good to know. Those were two. Those are, my ring is too big for that. Okay, well, nice to know. Let's stick them together with a paper clip. Hold them together. I'll have to grab out some ribbon or something. I can't believe that. I can. Oh, my time is up, you guys. I gotta go. I gotta go, you guys. So now we can just flip through here. Just flip through, and there you go. We've got our little flippy book there. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's go see what Susan has over at Sue B Designs, you guys. Thanks so much, and stay in the group and watch everybody. All you have to do is change your, just refresh your browser from one person to the next, okay? Bye. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.